Imagine a game where a single save, not a goal, defines a career. April 27, 1994. Buffalo Sabres versus New Jersey Devils in a playoff elimination game. Dominik Hasek, in his second year as Buffalo's starting goaltender, made a staggering 70 saves over 4 overtime periods. This performance not only extended the series, but cemented Hasek's legacy as one of the greatest goaltenders in NHL history. The 1993-94 NHL season had already been a breakout year for Dominik Hasek, who had finally taken over as the Sabres' starting goalie after Grant Fuhr's injury. Hasek posted a league-leading .930 save percentage and 1.95 goals against average, earning him his first Vezina trophy. Buffalo's defensive prowess was clear, and Hasek became their backbone, but the team's season was on the line in Game 6 of the first-round series against the Devils. Hasek had already faced intense pressure in previous games, but nothing compared to what was about to unfold. The game was tied 0-0 after regulation, leading to a grueling 4-overtime marathon. Both Hasek and Devils goalie Martin Brodeur were stellar, but Hasek's 70-save shutout was otherworldly. As the game dragged on, Hasek stopped wave after wave of attacks, stoning star shooters like Stefan Richer and Bobby Holik. As the game continued into the third and fourth overtime periods, fatigue set in for both teams. However, Hasek's composure remained intact, a testament to his remarkable endurance and focus under pressure. This was no ordinary game. It was a battle of wills between two goaltenders at the peak of their powers. While Martin Brodeur, another future Hall of Famer, matched Hasek save for save, it was clear that Hasek was carrying the Sabres on his back. Every time the Devils generated a scoring chance, whether through a blistering shot from the point or a quick one-timer in the slot, Hasek was there to shut the door, keeping his team alive in what seemed like an endless game. In moments like these, Hasek's unconventional style was on full display. His unorthodox butterfly technique, combined with his incredible flexibility, allowed him to make sprawling, acrobatic saves that left the Devils forwards in disbelief. His ability to recover quickly, move laterally, and make split-second decisions was unmatched. As the minutes ticked away and exhaustion mounted, it became increasingly clear that Hasek was in complete control of the game, dictating the pace with each miraculous save. It was a masterclass in goaltending, the kind of performance that not only inspires teammates, but demoralizes the opposition. While reflecting on Dominik Hasek's iconic 70-save game, it's interesting to note that many other talented players often fly under the radar despite remarkable performances. For a deeper look at these hidden gems, you might enjoy checking out our video on the most underrated players in hockey history, which you can find through the suggested link above. By the end of regulation, Dominik Hasek had already put in an outstanding performance, recording 31 saves against a relentless New Jersey Devils attack. However, it was during the overtimes that Hasek truly ascended to legendary status. The game evolved into a battle of endurance, where each shot he faced carried with it the weight of the Sabres' playoff hopes. One save in particular became the defining moment of the game. On a 2-on-1 rush, Bobby Holik fed Stefan Richer, who seemed to have half the net open, but in what felt like an impossible move, Hasek stretched into a full split, getting his pad on the puck just in time to keep the game tied. It was a save that left the Devils stunned, and the Sabres with renewed belief. This wasn't just an ordinary save, it was a moment of pure athleticism and instinct that perfectly encapsulated what made Hasek so special. His unconventional, sprawling style was never more evident than in this critical moment. Where many goalies might have relied on textbook butterfly technique, Hasek's ability to contort his body and make unorthodox saves became his trademark. That single stop on Richer wasn't just a highlight, it was a testament to Hasek's uncanny ability to keep his team in the game, defying the odds and showcasing why he would soon be regarded as the dominator. As the game wore on into the early hours of the morning, Hasek refused to relent, stifling the Devils with each passing minute. His endurance and mental toughness were on full display as he faced relentless pressure, including several power plays that could have easily ended the game. Despite his team being outshot and outplayed for stretches of the game, Hasek's composure never wavered. With every save, he not only kept his team alive, but also demoralized New Jersey's attackers, who could not find a way past him. Finally, after more than 5 periods of play, Dave Hannon scored the game-winning goal 5 minutes into the fourth overtime, bringing an end to one of the longest playoff games in NHL history. Hasek finished with a remarkable 70 saves, cementing this game as one of the greatest goaltending performances of all time. While the Sabres would ultimately lose the series, this game stands as a pinnacle of endurance and skill, forever remembered as a career-defining moment for Dominik Hasek. His 70-save shutout wasn't just a standout performance, it became a symbol of his greatness and resilience. Speaking of skills that separate great players from the rest, if you're curious about the techniques that make elite hockey players stand out, our video on hidden skills of top hockey players provides an insightful breakdown into the finer points of the game that often go unnoticed. While the Sabres went on to lose Game 7 of the series, Dominik Hasek's reputation had been cemented. His 70-save shutout became the gold standard for goaltending performances, leading to comparisons with the greats and raising expectations for the rest of his career. That night, Hasek's poise, endurance, and athleticism made the hockey world take notice. This game was the beginning of Hasek's transformation into the Dominator. Over the next several years, he would go on to win 6 Vezina trophies, 2 Hart trophies, and a Stanley Cup, solidifying his place as one of the greatest goaltenders in NHL history. But it all began with that one marathon game, where a career was truly saved by 70 unforgettable saves. Despite the Sabres' loss in Game 7, the sheer magnitude of Dominik Hasek's performance in Game 6 sent shockwaves through the hockey world. The 70-save shutout became not just a career-defining moment, but a barometer for extraordinary goaltending efforts in the NHL. From that night forward, Hasek was no longer just another good goalie. He had ascended into the ranks of the elite. His unorthodox style, characterized by sprawling saves and unconventional techniques, baffled even the league's top shooters, drawing comparisons to legendary goalies like Patrick Roy and Ken Dryden. The pressure that comes with such a monumental performance could have crushed some players, but for Hasek, it only raised the bar. In the seasons that followed, he didn't just meet expectations, he shattered them. Over the next decade, Hasek dominated the league, redefining what a goaltender could achieve. His 6 Vezina trophies were a testament to his sustained excellence, while his 2 Hart trophies as league MVP showcased the immense impact he had, not just on his team, but on the entire NHL. The 1994 marathon game was the catalyst that unlocked the full extent of his potential, setting the stage for one of the most storied careers in the history of professional hockey.